Hi, I'm Lisa Wetzel, and I'm an Akashic Records consultant. We ask the Akashic Records the questions, and they provide the answers. And Carrie's going to ask the question.
How does the location and pattern of stars affect our lives?
The stars, the stars and the planets create a gravitational flow that cause congruency within all that is. And as the essence of the universe and the frequency that exists between each planet and each star begins to align in a specific way, it creates certain events to happen in a way that creates the human consciousness to resonate at the same frequency that is resonating with the stars. When you ask this question, it is an iffy answer because not all human beings can react the same way. But what we want you to know is that the resonancy of the frequency affects the human body. Okay, and so what I'm seeing is that the way that the planets and the stars line up, it creates an energetic flow or vibration between each planet, and so that creates this energetic flow that surrounds the Earth. And because the way that we're made as humans, our resonancy or our frequency, it begins to resonate at the same vibrational frequency that's surrounding us. And so when this happens, it creates certain actions and behaviors within the human realm that has been created due to this energetic frequency. And this is what we want you to know. So what I'm understanding is that, when we talk about astrology and how things are aligned whenever there's a full moon and how the planets are lined up, what they're explaining is that when the planets are in a certain location, when they're lined up a certain way, it creates a energetic vibration, and that vibrational flow, when it encircles the atmosphere, then that natural frequency that lies within each and every human being, it begins to resonate or balance with that energetic vibration that's being created out in the universe. And so when they're saying if it's a higher frequency or if it's a higher vibration, and it starts to resonate with the human nature, it can make you feel jittery, it can make you feel anxious, it can cause you to do certain things. They're laughing and saying, that the story of the full moon and how all the crazies come out when it's a full moon. And it's because that energetic frequency is affecting the human nature. And so when we see something like an eclipse, or when there's a specific alignment of all of the stars, this creates different emotions within us because it creates different vibrations. So one vibration may be a little bit faster, one may be a little bit slower. But however this is, it's not. They're saying it's not hocus pocus. It's not magic how this happens. It's truly the alignment of the universe that creates certain behaviors in people. And this is what we want you to know. Okay? Do you have any other questions?
When we are all born at a specific time and date and the planets are in a specific order, is it true that tends to govern us over the course of our lifetime here?
It does. And the recognition that you need to know is that it actually sets the frequency inside the individual so that it aligns in a specific way. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so like when a child is born, that when the universe is set up in a specific formation, there's a specific frequency in the universe, and so that is affecting our personal vibration when we're born, and it forms that vibration. So it's like they're saying when you hit the earth, that frequency, it's almost like the on button in the human, and it sets that frequency within the human from the moment that you're born. And they're saying it's actually it's the moment that you take your first breath. It's like when you breathe in, it activates a specific resonancy that resides within the human. And what I'm seeing is that it's like I see the lungs filling up. I feel that the blood flows a little bit differently. I'm hearing it makes you more independent. So when you were in the womb, you were relying on the aid to breathe and to form on the mother. But the second that you're born, when you take that first breath, it's the on button. And I'm seeing like the Office Depot or the Staples button, that big red button that you push, and the universe pushes that button when you take that first breath. And so when you take that first breath, whatever's in the universe, that energy frequency it breathes in. It goes in when you take that breath, and I'm seeing it's like it sparks everything, all the cells and everything at that time, and that's what sets the frequency within you. So at that point, you begin to recognize and resonate with the universe, and they're also saying with the universal consciousness as well. And they're saying, but we're talking specifically about vibrations and frequencies. So that is what sets. That's why they're saying you can align the pattern up with birth dates and times and locations, because they're saying it's almost like a gravitational pull that is at that time that creates that frequency. Okay? Okay. Any other questions? Okay. Well, I hope that was informative. That's a little bit different information than what we've ever heard before. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it made sense. So anyway, again, thank you for joining me. You can follow me on my website at lisawetzel.com. Facebook is Lisa Wetzel, Akashic Records Consultant. Instagram is Akashic Records Lisa Wetzel. And you can also follow me on my podcast that I co-host with Brother Thomas, and it's Mystical Lodge Radio. Thank you.